everyone, Mary Lou Andre back again for another edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. This is our biggest show of the year, our top 10 picks for the season ahead. And of course, tonight we're talking about fall. The clock officially turned fall at midnight or 12:01 Sunday night. And with that, we got busy to really put together this awesome list that should carry you through really into next winter. Of course, we take a little break with the holiday flair, but building a really good base wardrobe right now that can allow you to enjoy this incredible season and also carry you through if you are joining us from someplace with a dramatic temperature change. Fall and winter, that is the longest season to get dressed. So investing in some really great base pieces, opening up your mind and your spirit to dress in a way that really empowers you is really the key of dressing well. So we're going to walk through our top 10 picks. We also have some fun announcements. Put in the chat where you're calling in from. We'd love to know that. Our blog, the top 10 blog, hit today. If you didn't get it, I really encourage you to go over to dressingwell.com and find it. I always start my list, about 2 weeks out, and then Sarah, hello Sarah, I know you're over there on Facebook, say hello to Sarah in the chat too. And Sarah did an amazing job with the photos that really bring our fall fashion forecast to life. So put blog in the comments if you want Sarah to send you a link to find that. If you've already taken a look at the blog, it went out about 3 o'clock today. Put in the chat what you really liked most about it. But I wanted to mention that our blog is out. We are also in enrollment for Dressing Well Insiders. Those of you that have been around for a while, you know that that's our awesome style club that Sarah runs. Put in the chat if you're one of our insiders. We always have a lot of you on these calls. And the next session, they already had their September kickoff, but the next session is Monday, October 6th. And we also have an awesome special event in that group, our annual Closet Jam. That is happening on Saturday on Zoom. I think that's, help me do the math, Sarah. I think that's the 8th, maybe, of October. It's the first or second Saturday in October. And those of you that have been to one of our Closet Jams, put in the chat what you love about that. But it's held on Zoom, and it's an exclusive for our Dressing Well Insiders membership. But if you join, we keep it really easy to join. $24.99 a month. Stay as long as it's relevant to you. We have very few people leave. People really love it once they see what it's all about. But if you join Dressing Well Insiders, and Sarah can get that link in the chat, you too will be invited to the Closet Jam. We also have a really big event here in my hometown of Needham tomorrow night. We are celebrating All This Could Be Yours, written by the amazing Hank Phillippe Ryan. I was chatting with her today, and I just found out that it already made the USA Today bestsellers list. It has only been out for 2 weeks. I was an early reader, and I just finished it, and it was really awesome. It had a really nice surprise ending. But we'll be over at Wingate here in Needham. It's an independent living community. It's absolutely beautiful. We'll be celebrating Hank. I will be interviewing her for my show on the Needham channel from 4 to 4:30. Doors open at 3:30. Hank will be signing books 4:30 to 5:30. There'll be awesome fall cocktails, appetizers. If you're in the area, tickets are still available. Sarah will put that up in the chat too. So we have a lot going on over here. I'll also be hosting the 90th anniversary tomorrow night. I'm going to be a busy girl for the Needham Women's Club. So if you're somebody that is going to be there, say hello in the chat as well. So I will now get into our juicy content. And I'm going to go through this list. I have some show and tell, and I'm also going to do a lot of from my heart commentary, just share with you how we are implementing these trends and tips into our own wardrobe and also into the wardrobes of our clients. So what I did this time, and it just flowed out of me, I don't even know where I got the idea, but I'm going to do the ABCs of fall fashion. So, and of course, tie it to the top 10. So A is for aqua and autumn. And this was a trend that I gotta tell you, I did not see coming. But aqua is definitely being hailed as the accent color of the season. The two base neutrals, number 2 is B is for burgundy and brown. And I have my brown athleisure wear. I'll tell you the story on this in a minute. And I have my burgundy, and of course sets are still in, so I bought both as a set. This is the bottom, the pant that goes with the burgundy. This is the bottom for the brown. But just these two, I have been wearing these so much, and as you can see, the aqua, A is for autumn and aqua, goes so nicely with the brown. It also goes with the burgundy. There is so many ways to mix and match colors right now, and I wanted to just say a couple things about color. Yes, chocolate brown is back. Burgundy, I think it's always in style this time of year. But even if those aren't your best colors, there's a way to wear them well. So I'm thinking of my good friend Janet Jordan. I don't know if she's tuned in tonight, but this is one of Janet's best colors. She's blonde, blue-eyed. I always think of Janet when I think of this color. But you can just see she can do it with the chocolate brown, especially on the bottom. Pull a scarf in that's a little bit brighter, like this animal print. Animal prints made our list too. And you can just start to play around with new colors and put together some fresh new looks. Now, obviously, I am an autumn. If you do the winter, spring, autumn, winter, spring, summer, autumn color philosophy, and I've got chocolate brown on tonight. If Jane Matson is watching, she got a chocolate brown blouse at one of her events, and I almost ran over to your house tonight, Jane, and stole it from you. But the plaid is also a trend, so I'm wearing the chocolate brown, and it's certainly my color. When I work with folks, even when I work, I'm not supposed to wear black, but I wear black all the time. Black with gold, black with good makeup. There is definitely better colors for each and every one of us, but as we change our hair color, as we age a little differently, things do shift. So if you're somebody that really loves to be on trend and you're seeing 1 or 2 trends that aren't really your best colors, there's ways to fold those in a way that will work for you. And I will continue tonight to show you how to do that. And of course, getting a private consultation with our firm. We all have an amazing eye for color. It is an art form, and we can usually figure it out. There's a lot of nuance to what colors you add together, the fabrics, the accessories, the silhouettes, the overall vibe you're trying to achieve. So I just wanted to also add that fashion needs to fit you and your vibe and your color preferences, but there's lots that you can do to add style strategically without breaking the bank in a way that's also a lot of fun, very modern, and fashion forward. So that's kind of the colors. And when we're working with someone, we like to start with their base neutral colors. Sometimes I work with people and they only want that to be black. Other people right now, I am folding the brown in, the burgundy. Winter white is something that a lot of people have a lot of fun with as we head through fall. Olive green is a good base neutral. Gray is a good base neutral. You get the gist. And there's always an accent color out there. And this season, it is definitely the aqua. And I closed them all for you guys last night. I headed over to Macy's. I was so late. Nordstrom was closed. But I went to Macy's. And when you're looking for, what I did, because I was looking for the aqua to show on tonight's program, I just like went to the athleisure wear and I saw shades of it. I saw shades of it with the sweaters and the blouses. When I went over to shoes, I saw some of it. And whenever I'm adding a new color, and I almost wore this top tonight on the show. I always try to match my presentation with some of my props. Whenever I'm adding a new color, which this would definitely be a newer color for me, I head right over to the accessories and I add some fresh accessories in the colors. That's a stylist tip. That just helps you bring the whole look together. So tonight, if I wore this sweater and I had these earrings on and I had that bracelet on, the outfit would start to be pulled together. I also have a chocolate brown vest, a couple of them actually, and I could easily add the vest, the bracelets, the earrings, a pair of jeans, the darker blue denim definitely is more of a fall hue, and then put a pair of brown ankle boots. We'll get to the shoes in a moment. Lisa Livens, I'm looking at you. I saw your post today about helping with shoes, and I got ya. I'm going to go into that in a little bit, but I hope that that's helpful. C is for cinched waists. I'm getting a lot of questions about the long, full pants and how do you tame those. There's a lot of jackets right now with a cinched waist, sweaters with a cinched waist, vests with a cinched waist, and they just allow you to wear some of the fuller cut skirts, fuller cut pants, and still look a little bit more structured, feminine, corporate, whatever your words are. I do have one. I got this at a consignment store last year. I still have the tag on it. It's BCBG. But you see how they've got that? It's got that elastic waist. So if I put it on with a fuller pant, aren't these cute? Picked these up at Macy's last night when I was shopping for you guys. But you can just see how the fuller pant with the cinched waist, it just allows you to not be so big and baggy. So I wanted to show you that. So C is for cinched waist. D is for dressed up track pant. This is my favorite trend right now because I'm having a lot of fun with my private clients, helping them get more out of their athleisure wear, still be comfortable, but present it in a much more elegant way. So I just showed you these fun little track pants. And by the way, the track pants, the signifier is this stripe on the side. You can still use this trend with athleisure wear pants that don't necessarily have the stripe down the side. But I saw these and I love them. And of course you could wear them with a white sneaker. Lisa Livens, this is where I'm going to start to talk to you, my friend. When they are wider and you want to look at a heel, when pants are big and baggier, you want a little bit of an elevated look so that the pants don't look quite as schleppy. So you guys have seen me. These are my Paul Green platform sneakers. Lisa, when you add a little bit of a lift, and what I like about the track pant, by the way, you can still wear the joggers. They're not going anywhere. But right now, the longer the track pant, the wider the hem on the bottom, the more popular. And sneakers are becoming a little flatter now, a little sleeker. But when you have a long pant at the bottom, you can really cover your footwear. You could even do like a little white booty like this with these pants. Again, when you have that wide boot cut at the bottom. So much of the shoe is covered. So if you have a couple pairs of, like, these are a little dated, I don't wear them much at all, but I was playing around with them today, and you just see the hint of the toe, and they looked really cool with these pants. So I hope that that helps. It's that D is for dressed up track pants. And I have another way, a couple other ways to show you. I am obsessed with this trend. Since we were last together, which I did a nice show for all of you on the Dressing Well method right before Labor Day, we did a pre-Labor Day special where I did a high-level overview of the Dressing Well method. If you missed it, all of our replays are in our YouTube channel. You can always go back for a refresh. But after that show, it was Labor Day. And then the first weekend after Labor Day, or maybe it was the second, I can't even remember anymore, September, it is a flying, isn't that the truth? I went to Colorado Springs. I loved it, had never been there before. Went out on for a business trip, but I also tagged a couple of personal days onto my trip. And one of the nights I wore, these are track pants. See the black on the side? And they're full. And I wore them with black heels and my little black leather asymmetrical. It's a little cinched at the waist with that button. But I wore the animal print pant with the jacket, with a little camisole. Actually, I wore it with a bodysuit. That's another one of my picks that I'll get into in a moment. And it packed into the suitcase. I felt very elevated for the first night. So I wanted to show you that. I do definitely practice what I preach. I just found these pants last night. They're INC at Macy's, and I'm obsessed with them. I am going to wear these tomorrow night to my very dressy event with Hank, because they're going to look super with my jacket, and you're not even going to be able to tell that they're track pants. So on this particular pant, this band, which really is nice because it really holds you in, but that's like that athleisure wear kind of indicator. And what I love about it is you can cover it and wear these pants. You can even put this drawstring. The drawstring is another indicator that it's athleisure wear, aka very comfortable. But you can kind of hide that. You can wear a bodysuit with this, like a cream or a black bodysuit is just going to allow you to see this. And when I was at Macy's, I'm also obsessed with bomber jackets. This is Levi's. Is this the cutest thing? But look at when you put this on with the pants. Layers get a little tricky this time of year. So you're picking up on that cream, picking up on the cream and the right there on the jacket. And then you can go and put, you know, get your aqua. I don't know if you can see this, but there's aqua on the zipper. So I love that. And I also picked up this light blue. This is a brand that we recommend to a lot of our clients. It's Majestic. It's expensive, but once you buy it, I just feel like these wash really beautifully. They're soft against the skin. And this light blue, if aqua's not your jam, just look how cute that is. And you could, wearing these pants with this jacket, I would probably do sneakers. But again, wearing these pants a little bit more elegantly for work, you could do heels, booties, you get the gist. So that is what I'm seeing with the D is for dressy track pants. And I hope you all like my presentation for that one. The next one is E is for, I can't even read it. Oh, elegant lace trim. And I don't have anything to show you in this department. Sarah did a beautiful job on the blog. Again, if you didn't get our blog, get your hands on it. Put blog in the comments if you want Sarah to send you the link to read that. But for me, I do have some lace camis here. I love to put lace camis under like a big baggy sweater. Here's one of my favorites here. I bought this last year. This is the Varley brand, and it's going to go with both pairs of my new sweatpants. Last year, I wore this with my Lululemons in this maroon color, but it looks so much more chic with the fuller cut pant this year. But I might put like a little lace cami underneath this. The biggest trend with the lace, and I just didn't see any last night at Macy's, but I know that you can find it at Anthropologie and all the boutiques, and certainly Nordstrom, probably Ann Taylor, is like a silk skirt with some lace detail on it, or a beautiful blouse with lace details. So lace is everywhere. You're seeing it on handbags, on shoes, on tights, on socks. So I don't have a lot in my wardrobe yet. I will, you know me, but that also makes our list number 5. E is for elegant lace trim. F is for fashionable yet sensible fall footwear. So let's have a conversation. I am taking high heels out of people's closets like gangbusters. Everybody wants to be comfortable, and if you're over a certain age, definitely you want to make sure that you have a very secure footing. Leaves on the sidewalk, soon ice on the sidewalks. You got to be safe. Does that mean that you never wear heels? No. I am going to have my high heels on tomorrow night when I am hosting my conversation with Hank, and I will have them on again when I'm over at the Needham Women's Club. And I still do wear them, but every day I want to get out the door fast. I want to have a secure foot. So in one of our programs, we run a program called the Lifestyle Collective, and we offer clients masterminds. We're going to be opening that up to many of you in October, so get ready for that. But the folks that we've been piloting that program with, we have an expert speak to us every month. And we had a doctor who spoke on menopause, and he told all of us, he said, at your age, you shouldn't really be worrying about disease as much as falling and breaking a hip. And he said one of the tips that he wanted to share and leave our audience with when he presented was to make sure that you have sensible shoes. So ties secure on your ankle. You know, you can definitely have a platform for the height, but just make sure that they're comfortable. So I wanted to put that in boots and booties and everything under the sun. Footwear is amazing, but you got to make sure that it's safe and comfortable. And I know with a lot of my private clients, they're holding up their high heels saying, did I ever really just wear these? So we are not throwing them out, but we are recycling them, and people really do want to be more comfortable today. So I'll leave it at that. Next we have G is for girly plaid skirts. So I've got my plaid on tonight. This, by the way, I found this outfit at Macy's last night. I didn't even try it on, and I got home and was like, oh my goodness, I love this. This is BCBG, and I haven't seen BCBG in a long time. It used to be one of my favorite brands. So I'm going to have to look it up. The label is definitely different, so I'm sure that it's being private labeled for maybe Macy's, maybe Bloomingdale's. But I love that it was plaid, that it had that kind of girly feel to it. But the trend that we're seeing a lot of right now is this. It's kind of preppy. And so this is an example, is this skirt. And this has a little bit of the aqua in it. So just throwing that sweater, it's definitely short, so if you are of a certain age, wearing it with tights, wearing it with a boot over the knee is really fun. Of course, I was in Boston on Sunday with my sister, and I'm always checking out what the girls have on, and a lot of them, did I bring it down here? I didn't bring it down here. A lot of them are wearing the plaid short skirts, and they're wearing like an oversized cardigan with them. And a lot of them are already wearing tights, and I saw loafers, I saw sneakers, I saw boots. So if that's something, they're also, and Sarah did a beautiful job in the blog, there's also a lot of midi skirts right now with the plaid, with the pleating, that are super fun. I also saw this little dress last night when I was shopping, and it just spoke to me. And again, it's a little bit youthful, no question, but I have a lot of clients that are on the petite side. They carry their weight through the thighs, and I just loved this. If you were to put this on with navy tights, brown tights, and again, wear a ankle booty, a tall booty. I had this jacket that I was actually sending to my niece, and I went and grabbed it out of the box. Sorry, Maggie. But I just love how this brown, just see how like the rough and tough look of the jacket goes with blue and brown, always look beautiful. And if you can see it, the stitching in this dress, I don't know if you can see that, it's the same color as the jacket. So if you did this with a pair of boots, just so fun. So I wanted to show you that. And I also wanted my own closet. I hope you guys take this list. I always take my list and see what I already have. But I have this plaid skirt that I really haven't worn in a while. It's one of my favorite. I got it at the Saks sale. I think it's a Jason Wu. Jason Wu. Michelle Obama made. Yep, it's a Jason Wu. But I haven't worn this in a while. And I'm thinking I'm going to wear like a big oversized sweater, a pair of tall black boots. I used to wear it pretty dressy. It's a linen fabric, but it doesn't look it. It's really light. But with a pair of tights, I'm going to wear this hard. I'm so thrilled that I rediscovered this in my closet. So I wanted to kind of share with you what my own mindset and what I do when I'm building out these ideas. H is for hardware accents. And again, Sarah did a great job in the blog. Put blog in the comments if you want Sarah to send you the link for that. But hardware is everywhere on everything. So I only found one thing. I can't buy the whole store, but I really love this blouse. Isn't that beautiful? I'm always looking for nice cream blouses. This is Donna Karan. And that's what I mean about the hardware. You're seeing it on, it's like silk, lightweight sweaters, soft leather, not like the leather jacket I just showed you. That's really strong and hardy, but more like softer fabrics. You're seeing a lot of hardware. I saw a lot of dresses that had like a sash with some hardware at the waist. A lot of shoes. I think Sam Edelman actually does a great job with keeping their shoes really current at a good price point, but you're seeing grommets and chains and zippers. And speaking of shoes, did I bring that in? So that takes care of that trend. I hope that made sense. Again, Sarah's blog photos tell the story better. And if you're someone that really does like flats, I just bought these for myself. I wear flats a lot. These are Vince, and just see how the shape of that, you're still seeing a lot of pointy toes, which I also like, but I just love this. I bought these when I went to Colorado. I didn't wear them yet, but I just love even that little piece of hardware there. So go shopping. Again, Sam Edelman does a great job. Steve Madden does a great job kind of interpreting the trends. And you don't have, and they're actually, the shoes are pretty comfortable and you don't have to break the bank. And so that was, H was for hardware accents. You're seeing a lot of that on handbags as well. And I is for inspired animal prints. So I am somebody that always has an animal print or two in my wardrobe. I already showed you my pants that I took to Colorado Springs, but you're seeing some interesting, even like the cow print is everywhere. And these are, I got these last night, but they're so cute. This is kind of the newer shape sneaker that I was talking about. And when you start to shop in your own closet, I just wanted to demonstrate. So say I bought these, which I did, and I am keeping them because I think they are so cute. You can then go into, I could throw these brown track pants on, throw a cream denim jacket, you know, that's one look, and you can just keep going on and on and on with them. So I also have, this is one of the hardest working tops in my wardrobe. This is one of my kind of, I think it's more of a leopard, but you're seeing cow print, leopard, zebra. And again, Sarah has some great examples in the blog for you. So that is, I is for inspired animal prints. And J, our last one, number 10, is for just-in-time bodysuits. So many of the tops are cropped, and a lot of folks wear them as crop tops, not me. But even some of my tops that are short, you know, whenever I'm with a client, I'm always saying, reach on a shelf, bend down. You got to be careful how much skin you're exposing. And I just love a bodysuit, especially with the high-waisted pants. It just creates that smooth, feminine, chic look. And when I was at Macy's last night, that's just an example of one. But they had this in black. They had it in cream. They didn't have it in cranberry or brown because, you know, I would have grabbed it. But I actually, just going through, you can really, there's no set color rules anymore. Everything kind of mixes and matches. Like this kind of pink color over the black and the cream looks fabulous. You can wear this with the light, with the chocolate brown. So I suggest that you get some bodysuits. And I just love them again because they smooth you out. They create that slim line, and they allow some of the crop tops to be winterized into the season ahead. So that's the top 10, and a couple other things I just wanted to mention before we wind down. So the two athleisure suits that I bought. So this one is off of Amazon, the chocolate brown, and it was, Sarah can put it in the links. I think it was under $50. And when I was going to Arizona, I ordered it. Apparently chocolate brown was the most popular color, so I didn't get it. It didn't even come till after I got home. But when my sister showed up on Sunday, she had it in black. I know Sarah bought it in black, and it's nice. But because it wasn't in on time, I went and bought this Varley one, which is one of my favorite brands, and it is nicer. This one's fine. This was much more expensive. I think this whole set was over $200. However, I wear this so much, and I don't buy that much every season, and you've already seen how I'm going to wear it. And my head is also going to weekend travel. I'm going to be going to Canyon Ranch in November. So I wear very comfortable clothes in the winter. I tend to wear my stuff much longer and harder in the winter. So I'm just thrilled that I have both. I have the less expensive one. The fabric's not as nice. It's still very good. It's not as roomy through the body. This one is definitely more comfortable, but I have to say the brown pants actually fit me better than the burgundy ones. And then I found this sweater that I'm obsessed with. I love it. And it goes with the brown pants. It goes with the burgundy. So this is what I mean about packing in a pinch. I can throw this sweater in, the two pants, pack those up. And of course, if you don't have our packing rack, Sarah put a link in there for our portable packing rack. It is a hit. Put in the chat up how much you love that. But I'm just going to pack up here in front of all you guys so you can really see how easy this game can be. So I can go away for the whole weekend. I can throw this awesome sweater in too. I also had these sneakers. I got these at the end of the year last year, and they look so cool with my burgundy sweatsuit. And when I was in Colorado Springs, I wore this on one of the days, the free days I had, and it actually went with the landscaping. Somebody wrote in the chat, that's next level, matching your clothes to the landscape. I promise it wasn't intentional, but I just love having things that mix and match, that are comfortable. little bit more dressed up, but still funky. Make the best of all the colors that I have. The scarf, thank you, Alexander Tosic, if you're watching. This was a gift from you. But even just wearing this little animal print with the brown pants and I have a cream winter coat. I have a puffy cream winter coat that I'll start to wear when it gets cold. I'll end our very special fall kickoff with, start with our list, get excited, dress in a way that makes you feel your personal best. Get your closet organized. If it is not organized, if it's really stressing you out, join our Dressing Well Insiders. It is $24.99 a month, $249 for the year. You get 2 months free. It is amazing. It'll motivate you. And we have the hands-on implementation session on Saturday. I think it's October 8th. I might be speaking out of turn, but it's the first or second week. Sarah will get it in the chat. Sarah will stay on the Zoom call for 2 hours. She will deploy you to your closet. You will get to eavesdrop on her advice for other people, and you just get it done. It's an exclusive benefit to our Dressing Well Insiders. So if you want to go to the Closet Jam, get that on your calendar. But we have so many tools and resources. We do virtual consulting, in person. If you have a wedding coming up, get on our calendar. But look at the list. Visit your closet. See what you have in animal prints. See what you already have in chocolate brown. If chocolate brown isn't for you, maybe you adopt burgundy this year. Maybe you stick with black. Do whatever makes your heart sing, but I hope that one or two things that I shared, maybe 3 or 4, resonated with you, helps getting dressed in this magnificent season a little bit easier. And we'll be back in October. Our October live show will be October 8th. October 1st is Yom Kippur, sending all of you who celebrate a lot of good cheer. Rosh Hashanah was this week as well. But we'll be back in October for more tips and tricks. Put in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. I read them all. Thank you so much to Sarah for manning the chat. Get that top 10. And for many of you, I will see you tomorrow night at the Hank book signing at 4 o'clock, and then over at the Needham Women's Club. And we have more fun as the season continues to rock and roll, and you know where to find us. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Sarah, and we'll see you again next month for another edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. Okay, see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.